This is the Tron Legacy, regular size 3 3/4 or 4-inch Sam Flynn figure, together with the Deluxe Light Cycle Sam Flynn set. The figure and the set are both sold separately. I'm just doing a review of them together because, well, I'll show you in a while. Okay, but also to save some uploading time, let's do them together. But before we begin, let's talk about the packaging. One of the worst packaging for action figures I've ever seen is really the Tron packaging. I am not a big fan of these things. I wish they could have done it better, but they didn't. So what can you do, right? And here it is for the figure. You got a try me hole, and it says Sam Flynn. There's really nothing helpful at the back. It's just a bunch of words. And yeah, that's about it. Good art, well, good photo of Sam Flynn. And I can't remember his name. Anyway, okay, move them back just a bit so we can talk about the packaging of the light cycle. This is really the best packaging of the entire toy line for me, and it makes you want to just display the light cycle in the box, and whatever the action figure packaging lacks in terms of merit, this one really makes up for it. It's a cool, very interactive packaging. As you can see, there are some eye holes right here, some peepholes where you can actually look in. It says look, and what else did it say? Mira, regarde, Gukmal, Kishk, Olhe, Guarda, Regarde. Anyway, you know, you can see it, and then it's supposed to show a picture of, I don't know if you can see it. It's probably not going to show up. No, it's not. Maybe. Can you see that? No, you can't. Anyway, when you look at it, there is a picture of the light cycle, sort of like a 3D kind of picture, because these are actually sort of like magnifying lenses, and then it shows you the feature. It talks about there's some description of the features and whatnot. So it's nice. You get to see you get to interact with the box. You get to see some of the features, and there is a tag here to just. It's stuck in between the batteries so that the batteries don't get wasted. But you can take it off if you're the store manager or something. They usually take it off, the merchandiser, and that allows you to try the button, which is what I pushed like in the beginning of the video. So it's very cool. I like it. The back part is just really. And here's the picture, really, the 3D image that they've put onto the back of the box, which you view with the viewfinder right here. So that's that. So okay, I'm probably going to keep that packaging just for the novelty of it. Okay, let's begin with the Sam Flynn, the actual figure. This is very nice. You try it by pushing the chest, and I thought the chest had the button, but it's really at the back. The back button just gets depressed at the cardboard, and you get a light up chest, and that's about it. No vocals or anything, unlike the deluxe figures. The articulation is relatively the same with the deluxe figures, and the only difference really is that the elbow is really just a hinge, and the forearm has two swiveling joints at top and a wrist swivel at the bottom, which really I find useless. You don't need two swivels. Like, you don't need a swiveling forearm. That, I don't know. For some people it works, for me it doesn't. There is a head sculpt right now. Instead of the deluxe figure just has a projected face, this one really has clear plastic on top of the head sculpt, which really warps the image of the head, of the face, which I'm not too sure. Well, it's okay, I suppose. Okay, he also comes with several accessories. He comes with this base. It's very light, it's very flimsy, but it will do. It will serve its purpose. You can mount both feet on it if you want. I don't think you want to do that. You want to get him in a decent pose. He comes with the light cycle bar, which is really useless. The bar on mine has it's bent because of the way it's packaged. The hole, they didn't cut it properly, so at least for mine, it is impossible to remount properly on the thumb. Oh god, this thing is just useless. Sorry about that, folks. He comes with a really nice disc, but the sad thing is, it does not connect to the back. Come on, what is wrong with Spin Master? They could have just, I have no idea why they did not do that. Maybe they were saving on cost or something. So, nowhere, we'll just leave that there. Okay, for the time being. Very disappointed with those. I mean, they were very well, the ideas were there, but somehow they didn't follow through with it. I don't know. So we're going to put Sam there. So, on to the Deluxe Light Cycle. And this thing is really a thing of beauty. I mean, if you're a big fan of Tron, you've got to get this one. I mean, if just the intrinsic value of the set is enough to merit a purchase. But, again, as I said, there are other features that will, I think, make one purchase this one. Okay, there is a switch at the back, underneath it, and it says E, and then 0, and then a bar or 1, and then that's really what it does. If you set it at E, all it does is, excuse me, if you push the button, it's really just a try me setting. If you put it in 0, it doesn't do anything. Nothing happens. If you put it in 1, it activates the engine. And as you roll it, this wheel activates the sound. Just like that. Also, if you notice, this wheel, as you roll it, the engine rotates. So very, very cool. I am just so pleased with this set. I'm actually going to display it out of packaging. The only downside about this is that the figure sucks. The figure it came with has a great head sculpt, but the entire sculpt isn't, well, it sucks. It's not too articulated. Only the arms articulate, and the head is on a ball joint, so you can actually move it. This is spring-loaded, so, well, sort of spring-loaded. You can actually take off the figure. And as you take off the figure, it disengages the light and sound feature, which is activated by this switch. I think you can still activate the... Oh no. It's not happening if you take off the figure. In the Try Me setting, it still works. So there. Okay, we're going to keep it in the cycle mode. So the figure in itself is just ridiculous. I mean, maybe they were saving on cost, or maybe they wanted you to buy the actual 3 3/4 figure when you buy this figure. That's what I did. I mean, I had to get this one, and this one was really a bonus for me. I found it still on the shelf, and I had to buy both, and I was thinking of replacing one. So the instructions actually tell you that you if you only had this figure, you can actually swap the heads with future 3 3/4 figures that you're going to buy, and then you could use this, and then you could mount the figure, because the actual ball joint is actually angled, so you can have the, excuse me, Sam Flynn, you can actually have him, well, sort of facing forward, but you know, I'm not gonna do that because that's just ridiculous. I mean, for this body, really, because the body doesn't do anything, so we're gonna get rid of that. Or vice versa, you can actually mount that one over here, but we're not gonna do that. What we are gonna do is actually pose Sam into a cycle riding mode and actually just make him ride the cycle. So let me see. Okay. Okay. He's not going to be able to look up because the ball joint, for obvious reasons. I mean, but he does fit very well. And in fact, I'm thinking of just displaying this entire set and throwing away everything else that I've actually seen. Well, not throwing them, just keeping them in the box and just displaying it. Yeah, just displaying the actual 3 3/4 figure with the light cycle just like that. And I think it's very cool. Lots of playability. I mean, both the wheels roll. This thing doesn't do anything. This one is the only one that activates the engine and activates the light and sound. My daughter loves this. She loves like all the other figures. She puts them on the ground and she runs them over with the light cycle. It's just so cute. So anyway, I've rambled on too much for a set, a cycle, and a figure that's really just really for only the fans of the movie and the franchise, and it's very, very cool, and I'm very pleased to actually have both of them. So if you're planning on buying the light cycle, I would suggest you to also get the actual Sam Flynn figure because they really complement each other very well. And you know, you can always just buy the figure, but for me, if you buy the cycle, it's a must for you to buy the actual figure as well. So there you go. I hope the this review has been somewhat insightful for those of you still looking for the Tron figures. If you're thinking of ordering it online, I suggest you order both. It's nice. I mean, if you want a more definitive version, there is a Hot Toys version, but for me, the Hot Toys are just well beyond my budget. I'm just very happy with this. And I'm sure my daughter's going to be playing with this all day until the batteries run out. So, so anyway, so that's that. It's a great set plus a great figure. The figure alone doesn't do much. It's not gonna do it for you. The cycle alone will do it for you, but combined, they are really a wonderful, wonderful pair. So, all right, enough already. There you go. Disney's Tron Legacy Deluxe Light Cycle Sam Flynn with the 3 3/4 Sam Flynn figure. Thanks for watching.